me, protect me, my powers forsake me. Oh, help me, protect me, my powers forsake me. The treacherous serpent will soon overtake me. Oh, heavens of mercy, I see it draw near, I see it draw near. Oh, rescue me, protect me, save me, rescue me. Oh, save me, rescue, save me, rescue me.
Ever shall say before our might rejoices, rejoices, the deed is done and won the fight. We save this youth from certain death. We save this youth from certain death. We save this youth from certain death. What beauty in his gentle face! I never saw such lovely grace. Yes, yes, indeed, for art to trace. If I should yield to love's sweet voice, this youth indeed would be my choice. This youth indeed would be my choice. But now I think we ought to hurry and tell the Queen this startling story. Perhaps
Shame on her, behind my back she plans to deceive me. It's like a dreadful nightmare.
La 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 la. It's Cherubino. Here are the pavilions. Barbarino must be the left one. I recognize my lady. I can't avoid him. But no, I was mistaken. By her dress I can tell it is Susanna. If my husband comes now, heaven protect me. On my tiptoes I'll go near. Here's the chance to have some fun. Oh, good Lord, it's Cherubino. Now the trouble has begun. Come, Susanna. Won't you answer? She pretends she does not see me. But I'll show her that I know a little game. Posing as a noble dame. Shameless meddler, don't come near me. Take yourself away from here. Susanna, stop pretending. I know why you are here. How loud you need to molest me. Dance away from here. No jealous meddler. Oh, it wants away from here. How loud you to molest me. Oh, it wants away from here. No, it wants away from here.
Here you are, my sweet Susanna.
Here's our roving Don Giovanni.
Don't act prudish.
Ah, this shock came unexpected. There's a rival in my way.
Don't be so silly.
I am sure it's Cherubino.
Why am I not once permitted?
How offensive.
Photos every day.
How insulting.
Insulting. No time for fantasy. What presumptuous very boy.
His behavior is outrageous.
When I hid behind the chair.
If this rascal keeps insisting, he will lead our plans astray.
To begin with, my lord, my husband.
I must see what's going on.
Just to cool your youthful youthful order, take this little gift from me.
This is pretty meager payment.
That is just the proper treatment.
For the interest I have shown.
For the boldness he has shown. He receives the proper treatment. For the boldness he has shown.
All I get
He made me simply curious with his mighty and mighty tone. Maybe next time he'll know better and leave well enough alone. He will leave well enough alone. At last no one disturbs us. Come over here, my dearest.
Your word is my commandment. Hear, my lord.
how willing and obedient she always in a
Give me your hand, my darling.
Here is my hand.
I love you.
I love you.
What soft and lovely fingers, their tender touch still lingers. It moves my heart to ecstasy, rapture and joy combine.
Such wild infatuation.
What soft and lovely fingers, their tender touch still lingers. It moves my heart to ecstasy, rapture and joy combine. It moves my heart to ecstasy, rapture and joy combined. Darling, besides your dowry, accept this little present, a diamond ring as token of my undying love.
Susanna welcomes her benefactor.
My plan is fast proceeding, the best is yet to come.
My lord, I see the glow of flaming torches in the night.
Well then, let us avoid them all and hurry out of sight.
Come on, you foolish
Well then, let us avoid them all.
It's time you saw
And hurry out of sight.
You mean they're in the dark?
What else could suit us better? I do not want to read to you in there, Susanna dear.
She follows very willingly. There is no doubt at all. There is no doubt at all.
Who goes there?
Lots of people.
It's Figaro. I'll hide.
You go ahead then. I'll meet you soon.
Now all is still and calm again. The lovers meet in secrecy, but I shall guide their destiny, biding my time judiciously to catch them both at once.
Oh, Figaro, be quiet.
That must be the Countess. Your coming here is timely. Observe in what a manner your husband and my Susanna arranged a secret meeting. Just wait and you will see. Just wait and you will see. Just wait and you will see.
Be careful and speak softly. I swear I will not leave here till I have had revenge. Till I have had revenge.
Susanna, you want vengeance. at your service.
The traitor thinks
The vixen thinks she's fooling me, so I will play along. The vixen thinks she's fooling me, so I will play along. I'll play along, so I will play along. Countess, I am delirious.
What's this? Can he be serious?
Ah, my lady.
Indeed, he must be serious.
I'm on my knees before you. You know that I adore you. Remember what you told me. You're here to take revenge.
I hardly can restrain myself.
What a delightful comedy.
My blood begins to boil.
Her blood begins to boil. She hardly can restrain her temper.
No, he has gone
And
too
I
far.
fear
No, he has
I've gone too far.
Suppose you're rejected.
That would be unexpected. We can't lose time debating. Grant me some sign of favor. Give me your
Right
hand.
here where it belongs.
You slapped me.
Take this one. And this one. Still another. And this one. And still another.
Don't hit so hard, I
And
beg
this,
you.
you scheming traitor. Take this one. And still another one.
Oh, precious welcome
I'll teach you to
punishment
behave yourself.
from her beloved
Mind your own
hand.
affairs.
Oh, precious welcome punishment from her beloved hand. Oh, precious welcome punishment. I am a happy man. I am a happy man. Happy man. My apology, darling, I owe you. From your voice it was easy to know you. From your sweet little voice I adore.
From my voice.
How could I mistake it? Darling, darling, I love and adore you. Dearest love, let us quarrel no more. Dearest love, let us quarrel no more. Dearest love, let us quarrel no more.
Where she is, I cannot discover.
That's the voice of the frustrated lover.
Hey, Susanna, can't you hear me? Where are you?
Splendid, splendid, he still does not know her.
Who?
My lady,
The Countess.
the Countess.
Now to bring this burlesque to an ending, we must even the score with the Count. We must even the score with the Count. We must even the score with the Count. Oh, my lady, I love you
It's
so
Countess,
madly.
and I have no weapons.
Won't you favor my loving proposal?
I am ready and at your disposal.
Betrayers! Betrayers!
Let us hurry away and be happy. Let us bury our troubles in joy. Let us bury our troubles in joy. Let us bury our troubles in joy.
Hurry, hurry, come with weapons!
That's my master.
Guards and servants, come and help me!
I'm outnumbered.
What has happened? What has happened? This wretched scoundrel has betrayed me, acted basely, and with whom you soon shall see. I am
They are speechless and bewildered. cannot believe it's true.
There's no use resisting, insisting on hiding. Come out now, my countess, and get your reward. Cherubino?
My daughter.
My mother,
My lady, your plot is discovered, most faithless of wives, so false to her lord.
Forgive me, forgive me.
No, never, never.
forgive her, forgive her.
There's no chance whatever.
Forgive her.
No,
Forgive her.
no,
Forgive her.
no, 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 no.
I know you'll forgive them for my sake at least.
I cannot conceive it. I scarcely believe it. I hardly can credit my eyes. Once this I see. My lady, forgive me. Beloved, forgive me.
How could I refuse it? My heart speaks for you. My heart speaks for you.
We all are contented and happy again, and happy again. We are contented and happy again. We all day long we were tormented, angry, foolish, and excited.
But at last we are
united by the magic force of love, by the magic force of love. Lovers and couples with laughter and singing, and the wedding bells chiming with joyous ringing. To joyous tales, rousing music, Let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
and to joyous strains of music sing and dance till break of day. Let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
and to joyous strains of music sing and dance till break of day, till break of day, till break of day, till break of day. To joyous tales, rousing music, till break of day, sing and dance till break of day. Let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
and to joyous strains of music sing and dance till break of day. Let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
let's make merry,
Let's make merry.
and to joyous strains of music sing and dance till break of day, till break of day, till break of day, till break of day.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, good to see you, David.
I guess we survived opera in the COVID semester.
We did somehow. Thanks to you. Well, thanks to the students as well. I thought it was just amazing how positive they were throughout it all.
No, I was thinking while we were doing this project just the past week, if there was one good thing that I could capture from this year was the student enthusiasm was through the roof for us.
Yeah.
I I think partially because we were offering something in person, but they were just great.
Well, and it was really cool for me. I don't know. I at least several times throughout the semester I showed up to our little rehearsals and I'm waiting around or something and chatting with a student. And it was just I just couldn't believe how, yeah, they were just happy to be there and just, I don't know, it was uplifting for me as well. So that was good.
I have used that word with so many people about this semester. Like, and in the fall, I would feel overwhelmed by all the COVID stuff and the restrictions, and I would come to opera rehearsal, and these kids were just uplifting. They were
Yeah.
excited to
Yeah.
be there, and reminded me a little bit why I do this.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't recommend running opera during a pandemic.
Doesn't come highly advised.
No, no, not good.
So tell me this, okay, so, obviously last semester was different from this semester, like the idea of it, the idea. So where did the inspiration for this semester's thing come from?
Desperation is the short answer. I mean, I think the long answer is, with no jokes, is all last summer was a nightmare because COVID was new. And, I spent the summer reading about aerosols and, right? And singers transferring and how far the aerosol would go and how long it would stay in the air. And I think my first commitment always was not getting anyone sick, because I thought there is nothing that I'm going to do in opera theater that is worth my student's life, my life, your life, our family's life. So that was number one. And in some ways, we actually went beyond the Duke safety protocols for, as far as distancing. And
Right, that's true.
and the kids were just really passionate about doing something in person. And no matter how many way I talked to them, and I thought, as the opera director of a liberal arts college, what could be better than having my students just crazy passionate about doing opera in person?
Right.
So I kind of thought about it, and in my mind I was thinking, well, what can you do with opera that doesn't involve people singing in the moment? And my first thought was, well, silent movies are actually that way. Right? Then sound is done separately from the actual movie part. And that's how I got this idea to do a silent film for this spring. And I have to give a shout out to Rick Nelson. For those of you who don't know him, he's the concert manager here.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah, and he's a great recording engineer and did the audios, which were recorded one person at a time for safety purposes, and then he layered them. But also, he and I had lots of just long talks on the phone, and I would talk to him what I was thinking, and he would say, "Well, you could also do this," or "That's a good idea, but you could all," and he really shaped the idea, and lots of weird, texts while I was having a glass of wine at night, going, "Did you think of?"
Right.
And so by the time we got to the recording, I think he really knew what my vision was for it, because he's artistic himself.
He is. He definitely is. Yeah, he has a great eye, and he has great ears too. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, and he gets the vision part of what I'm talking about. He doesn't see it as the nuts and bolts I'm talking about. He sees the bigger picture of it, and he was a crucial part in the development of the idea to what you see. In all honest disclosure here, Dan and I are recording this before the final filming session. But I suspect by the time people see this, after they've seen the performance, I won't have seen the final cut because Rick won't show it to me. And that's okay, right? Like I want to see it. I want to see it, but I trust that he understands so much what I'm going for that it will be what I have in mind. So is that
Yeah.
the long answer to your?
That's a great answer. Yeah.
So for you, what was the worst part of this semester with COVID and the opera?
Well, you know, being as a collaborator, so many of our tools are taken away when a singer has a mask on and is standing, I don't know how many feet. I guess we never measured, but it was at least 10 or 20 maybe.
Oh, it's probably 20, yeah.
Yeah, 20 feet away. I mean, so they're so far away, and for great reason, and with the mask on, but it's like just taking so many of our little tricks and tools that help the magic come to life, where that, I mean, honestly, I sort of take them for granted when they're not there, you know, or when I take them for granted when I have them.
Yeah.
Just things like being able to see them breathe, hear little things and hearing consonants come out just a little bit early, and just basic communication things that we don't really think about really closely.
The reflexes of a collaborative pianist, right?
Right. I guess that's it. Right. It's like taking our reflexes away. And so that's a real challenge. And then obviously so we recorded the piano orchestra tracks without the singers at all. And so David's over there conducting, and we had rehearsals with the students. So we had a pretty good idea, but we're always reacting to what the soloist is doing as an accompanist, you know? And so making tracks without a singer around is a challenge.
But that's for people who don't know the process. We rehearsed with students one at a time,
right?
Safety reasons, and then they recorded one at a time for safety reasons. And if they're recording one at a time, they all have to be using the same accompaniment. So before we recorded students, Dan laid down performance piano tracks for them to sing to, sort of a high-class karaoke.
Yeah, I mean, really though.
But yeah, and it was, again, I didn't want 15 kids on stage at once singing. And, you know, and that's why I picked scenes that were outdoor scenes. They were scenes that are naturally outdoors so that we could be outdoors for the acting portion, because it just seems so much safer than them being on stage inside.
Yeah.
Which was a great idea until it rained on one of our schedules.
And the only one I went to was actually a recording. Oh no, it was a dress rehearsal, and it was so windy that the dinosaur head was getting blown around and the signs. I mean, so
it's just stuff you can't control. But
right.
We've been lucky; it's been hot and not windy this week. Although I did, for the first time that I never imagined, I bought a load of bricks for opera theater just to hold plants in place in case it was windy.
Right. You never know. I mean, and the wind is going to pop up right when you start recording or something, you know?
Yeah, so it's been quite a journey. I actually look forward to going back to a slightly more less encumbered way of doing opera theater next year. But this year has been good. It's made me think outside the box in a way that I might not have.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing a scenes program or something, you know, a sort of traditional, it's made me think that opera can look different. And I also see how differently my students have reacted to a different kind of, I mean, they were really into this filming project this semester.
Right. Well, and isn't that interesting? I like to think about that too, because even though we would never wish any of the challenges on ourselves or anybody else, some of the innovations that have come from it, maybe, I mean, they're good things to hold on to, you know. Absolutely. There's positive things that have come from it. So yeah, that's interesting to think about.
I mean, our fall project, I looked the other day, we had over it had something like 15 or 1600 views on YouTube. Like, we haven't had that many people see an opera theater thing in 20 years at Duke Opera Theater, but
Yeah.
suddenly we're able to reach more people, and like you said, the student enthusiasm. So for you and me as the teachers of this whole process to figure out how to hold on to the innovative side of it when we're able to be together and not have masks on and actually sing in a group.
Yeah, I mean, hey, in a couple months it won't even seem weird, maybe. Or I don't know how many months, but in time this will be a thing of the past, won't it?
I certainly hope so. Dan, thanks so much for all your great work this semester. And
should we show some of the pictures that we have on the wall?
so Dan is in former opera theater director Susan Dunn's office, and there are all these amazing photos of her career on the wall. Yeah, they are pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of showing them, but it's cool to see, and it's cool to see her legacy. So
yeah, we miss her.
Yes.
All right, Dan, take care.
All right, see you, David.
Bye.